What is good, people? Before we get into the actual Q&A video, I definitely want to announce the winner to my 20k sub giveaway. Thank you to everyone that has entered, by the way. We got over 1,000 entries, which was a lot more than I expected, but just reading through your answers of what videos you guys want from me in the future to your favorite video of mine, just reading through your answers was definitely insightful and much appreciated. So without any further ado, let's pick the winner of my 20k sub giveaway and the winner of the $100 Tokyo Otaku Mode gift card. Draw winner. Our official drum roll, please. And the winner of my 20k sub giveaway is Scientific Magic. Alright, you are the winner of my 20k sub giveaway. Definitely need to blur out your email, but I'll shoot you a quick email and send me back a link of what you want on Tokyo Otaku Mode, and it cannot exceed $100. And congrats to you. And thank you once again to everyone who has entered this giveaway. Back to the video. What is good, people? Today I want to do a Q&A video for my 20k special. Thank you to everyone who has submitted their questions. I asked to submit your questions 2 videos ago, and a mad amount of you guys have submitted their questions. And yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this Q&A video I'm dedicating to you guys. Like, it is so humbling to get to this point of my YouTube career. Just 1 year ago, I was barely at the cusp of crossing 2,000 subs. So the fact that 1 year later, I'm well past 20k subs is very humbling and very motivating at the same time. I hope in the future you guys will continue to support me, you will continue to show me love, and I will continue to try to evolve myself as a content creator. And yeah, going to answer these questions. Doesn't matter if you're folding laundry, washing dishes, doing chores, just play this video on, lean back and relax. And by the way, the video game that I'm currently playing is Genshin Impact. I started this week and it's a big mistake. I can't explain why, but this game is something else. It straight up feels like I'm playing a PS4 game on my mobile. But if you never played this game yet, you're missing out. Definitely check it out. And if you do start playing, add me as your friend. Alright, enough talking. Let's get into these questions. So the first question is from Husky SG, and he asked, how old are you? I'm currently 23, Jordan years, and my 23rd year on this earth is not really panning out as I expected, just with the whole pandemic and all my friends being scattered across the globe. I think that aspect of it is pretty lame, but I mean, YouTube business is booming, so not complaining too much there. He also asked, what is your number 1 waifu? Well, judging by my thumbnail, you guys already know, best girl is Revi. She got the booty, she badass, and she shoots now and asks us questions later, which is beautiful. On top of that, you don't really see that many Asian Americans in anime, and Revi is Chinese American. She's from Chinatown, New York, so represent! Alright, last question from Husky. Favorite anime? My favorite anime is Toradora and Violet Evergarden. Alright, moving on to the next question. Definitely Not Jupiter asked, if you were in the isekai, would you want it to be a harem or be cool? Interesting. For me, all I need is the Ara Ara Onesans, and I'm good to go. I'm 100% content. Alright, next question. I'm not even going to attempt to try to pronounce that name. He asked, what types of music do you listen to, and who are your favorite artists? So fun fact, I'm a huge hip-hop head, but I'm pretty sure many of you aren't really a hip-hop head, so I'll try to talk about music you guys actually listen to. I'm actually really into Japanese indie music, in particular Koji. She is freaking amazing. I recently got into her and her song like Big Smile. Let me play a little bit of that. You hear the harmony, boys? That is something else. I also love Tofu Beats, and this is kind of a surprise, but there is a Japanese rapper. I don't know how to categorize his music. His name is Takayan, and his shit is so depressing but so good at the same time. Like this one song, Zenbuku Kara ne. This is straight up a lyric from that song. stab a pink rabbit with a utility knife because I want someone to know the pain I've received. That is depressing. But because I don't understand Japanese 100%, just listening to the synergy and the harmony of the actual song, you're like, yo, this song slaps. But little do I know, I'm egging on a dude talking about stabbing a pink rabbit. Alright, next up we have Nameless Spirit asking me, do you have kids? Well, judging by this one user here, Yiman is my dad. I do have kids. And apparently I have to fork over extra dollars for child support because I-Not is my other lost son. Okay, fun fact, Yiman is my dad is a user who comments on my videos acting like he's my son all the time. Like if you dig in my older videos or my community posts, you always see him shouting me out. It's like, yo father, keep doing you, you're amazing. And I'm just like, yo, is this for real? And I forgot he had an older username and he recently changed it to Yiman is my dad. But bro, your trolling deserves all the roses because you're freaking hilarious. And this is on a completely different tangent point, but when I was reading this question, it reminded me of the "You Are Not the Father" video. You know those memes that float around?
When it comes to 1-year-old Dante, Pierre, you are the father.
And that shit gets me dead every single time. Okay, next up we have the White Fang. His question is, where do you live in the world? I currently live in NYC, the Big Apple, and I've been chilling here since, I don't know, 2015 I think? And yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit colder, so I'm just bracing myself for the crazy East Coast winter. Next up we have Danny Boy. His question is, do you have any siblings? And another fun fact, this user is actually my little brother in real life. And yeah, he's currently in college, first year of college. He's at art school, so everybody in the comment section, wish him the best of luck. College is definitely always an exciting time. Hope you're having fun in college and making some dope memories. Next up we have Spencer Phillips, and he asked, hey man, what would you recommend as a good starting anime? I'm trying to get a friend into anime and I have no clue where to start with recommending. Well, recommend him Boku no Hero because it's an actually really good intro anime. It gives off a Marvel superhero vibe, which many people F with, and honestly, it's a solid series. Despite all the toxic fans, it's definitely up there. I made a big mistake of introducing one of my friends to Evangelion, which was a big mistake, and sadly he did not get into the robot. Next up we have Fan for Everyone LOL. He asked multiple questions, so let's get through this one by one. What is your top 10 anime / manga for now? In no particular order, we have Barakamon, Baccano, Cowboy Bebop, just anything Gundam I F with, Code Geass, Black Lagoon, Samurai Champloo, Nanan Biyori, Tokyo Raven, and of course Toradora. His next question is, what is your favorite anime / manga for now? And what anime impacted you the most? I think I can combine that. So the anime that I love for the longest time and has impacted me is definitely Toradora. It's the series that got me back into anime and got me through some dark times. And if you want to know more of why it got me through dark times, check out this one video of the unboxing I did on my B-Day of some Toradora production drawings. That's a fire video, check it out. Next up we have Gian, and he asked, what is the first manga you read? So growing up, from my earliest memories, there's a library in my neighborhood, and the first mangas that I read was Dr. Slump, Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece. See, at home I would get in trouble whenever I read comic books, so the other options I had was running to the local library and reading some of that Dr. Slump, which was some amazing, wondrous times. I'm pretty sure many of you guys can relate when you read that first manga from just growing up and you're like, bro, what is this? And you just try to go out of your way to find just 20 more volumes in that series and you start binging like crazy. That was my experience reading Dr. Slump, Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece. Freaking amazing times, and yeah, I look back on those childhood times fondly. Brian Q52, how old are you? I already answered that. I'm 23. And what is your profession? I currently advertise for a major consulting firm. Okay, so these two questions are pretty similar from Pacey and Sleepy Sapphire. Just in terms of like, what's the first anime you watched that got you into otaku culture and just hit me on a very deep and emotional level? Just going back to Toradora. I think to give you guys more background, for the longest time I've stayed away from anime because I wanted to fit in. But after chasing certain things in high school and always trying to fit in, I pretty much lost myself. And as dramatic as it sounds, watching Toradora made me recenter myself, and in that process, I just fell in love with anime. Grease Monkey, yo, what's up, man? Have you watched Initial D, and why or why not? Are you also a car guy? And lastly, why is Kill Annie your favorite studio? Sadly, I have not watched Initial D, but I remember being mind blown about the arcade game that they had because you got this physical card that tracked you as a player. And your second question, I'm not a really big car guy, and I think the closest I've been to cars is through video games such as Need for Speed. And your last question about Kill Annie, I feel like Kill Annie is one of those studios that just has everything on lockdown. The talent, the culture, their storytelling, and creating these pieces of arts that's not driven by fan service or trendy attributes like isekai. It's just a well-rounded, and they have everything down. You can't hate Kill Annie. Next up, we have I Don't Know Anymore, and his first question is, what was the first anime you watched and how good is it compared to what you watched since? The first anime I probably watched was either Gundam Wing or Evangelion, and yes, I was 5 when I watched Evangelion and I was beyond lost. I think the biggest difference with anime I watch now to when I watched those animes is that I kind of steered away from mecha and focused more on seinen series like 91 Days or Golden Kamuy. And I love ball busting action, but at the same time, I want some of that good political drama shit. Second question is, out of all the animes and mangas you've watched or read, who would be in your top 3 favorite characters? I'm going to exclude Revi here because I already brought her up. The first person I want to talk about is Naru from Barakamon. And yeah, I love characters that are able to change other characters for the better. And that's exactly the purpose of her character. And at the same time, her free-spiritedness reminds me of my childhood. And yeah, sometimes in life, you don't need to take everything so seriously. And I think that's what Naru was able to teach the main character of the show. My second favorite character is Violet from Violet Evergarden, and what more can I say than seeing a crippled killing machine transform into an independent career woman. She is just a wholesome character that looks out for the people around her, and Revi is the waifu, but in terms of settling down, Violet takes the cake any day. My last favorite character is Gintoki from Gintama, aka Boss Man of Odd Jobs. He is just one of the kind, and he isn't like any other shonen main lead you ever seen. Just from that one scene he's chilling on the couch picking his nose ready Jump, to him shaving off the man bun of the Shogun, and even fighting off an alien invasion with a wooden stick. Bruh, there is no character like him, and nobody that works as hard as this man. And not only is he a S tier husbando, he is definitely a S tier waifu. Last question, what are some other guilty pleasure series of yours? So my guilty pleasure series is Kore wa Zombie desu ka? I don't know why, but it's one of those shows where I have to rewatch on a yearly basis. And it just comes down to because I just love seeing a zombie magical boy with a chainsaw simping after a necromancer while getting kicked around by a lolly and a woman with plot. This show is a shit show, and I knew the moment I would love this show when Ayumi got hit by Truck Hunt and he then pulls out the Uno reverse card and he's like, "Nah bitch, I'm a zombie. Boy, you ain't going to isekai me." Yeah, Ayumi be taking mad L's in the show, like showing his hairy butt cheeks in front of his whole high school. but he got the best harem, so I think he will manage. So last question is from Etilian, and the question is, why did you come to YouTube? And also, what's your favorite anime and what's your favorite rom-com? So I'm gonna start off answering the second portion of your question, which is my favorite anime and what's your favorite rom-com. And I mentioned Toradora multiple times throughout this video, so I'll give you guys a new title. I'm actually rewatching My Love Story, and man, I forgot how solid the series was. Just seeing the dynamic of a 7 feet tall King Kong Shaquille O'Neal dating a 5 feet tall moe Japanese girl is something you normally don't see in Japanese rom-coms. Coupling that with the best wingman and pretty boy Makato, this series is a solid 8.5. Alright, and the last and final questions of the Q&A, and kind of more on the serious side, but why did you come to YouTube, aka why are you a YouTuber? Foremost, I love storytelling. Stories are the one thing that helps us humans cut through this mundane thing called life. So that begs the question of why am I so focused on the YouTube space? You know, I really feel that anime fans are always looked down upon, and we're seen as neats who live in our mom's basements watching tentacle porn 24/7. And to that, I'm just like, yo, the anime fan base is like the most robust fan base you can see out there. From a high school athlete to a businessman in Wall Street to a Catholic in the East Coast Americas to a Buddhist in Southeast Asia, anime fans are as diverse as they come. And the fact that it's nothing like that, I think that turns into this negative stigma that we always have to deal with, and many of us fans, we have to be like closet anime fans, which is the saddest thing ever. And apart from the negative stigma, we can't overlook the fact that a lot of anime fans deal with a lot of mental health issues like anxiety, social anxiety, and depression. So I want my video to sort of address these different things, whether it's being negatively looked down upon to people dealing with mental health issues. I want to be able to make this YouTube channel a place where you briefly forget about your pains and problems and interact with other anime fans around the world. I want these videos to somehow spark positive change in your life, such as championing over your demons, and lastly, inspiring you to pick up a dope new hobby such as drawing or writing. Now before I turn into Tony Robbins, I think this is a good place to end the video. Once again, thank you for 20k subs. Thank you to everyone who has submitted their questions and also partook in the 20k giveaway. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be a YouTuber, but I can tell you right now, I'm just having so much fun making these videos, and I just love interacting with you guys. I hope you guys will continue to support me on this platform. You will continue to show me love, and you guys will be there once this channel gets to a much bigger and robust place. So thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you guys found some sort of entertainment, some sort of value from this video. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Love you guys. Peace out.